Yo. Welcome, gamers. What's up? Hi, Meli, yo, Josh. HBR, welcome. Mitarks, hi. Crouch, hello. Hey, still, I tried to catch a stream today to ask a question like yesterday. Didn't I answer your question? I remember your nickname, you were pondering some question, but... I saw you using the noble straight swords recently. What Ashafor should I... What? When? I was using it on the Dex build a while ago, actually. And more like for the sole purpose of testing, and I came to the conclusion that it doesn't make sense to use PSSS on Dexterity build anymore. But I mean, like, one of the best ashes you can use on power stance straight swords, like, you're supposed to have two ashes of war, basically, yeah? When you're using PSSS. One is going to be sword dance, another one is going to be spinning slash. Spinning slash can be utilized when someone tries to fish for the parry, because spinning slash cannot be parried. And also to break hyper armor. And then sword dance you can utilize to aggress in non-hyper armor matchups. That's basically how it works. That's the rule, yeah? But honestly, if you want to use power stance straight swords, then you're just supposed to use strength build with some faith. Like on level, let's say, 20 faith attribute on the 54 strength build, yeah? And then you use Sword of Lights, because generally speaking, other straight swords are just underperforming. As simple as that. From funny news, look what we have here. They released pre-orders for Gothic remake. So the game is basically ready. Probably gonna message THQ Nordic, ask them for the early access. So this is what is actually happening. And then apparently, if you're going to pre-order Gothic remake on PlayStation, then you get Gothic Classic for free. You cannot get it in another way currently. And I wonder if they didn't release it by accident, because I need to show you that. Just a second. Do I have it somewhere saved? Wait, Reddit. Oh, here you go. Check this out. Someone posted on World of Gothic 3 hours ago. If you pre-order Gothic now on PlayStation Store, you can download Gothic Classic right away. And bro, like, actually posted screenshot from the game. By the way, absurdly bright. I wonder if this is what they went for, unironically, as the stylistic choice. Screenshot from PlayStation menus. So yeah, that's very interesting. And PSN profiles have like profiles kind of listed already. So yeah. That's really, really interesting. What this game does, it have PvP. Gothic doesn't have PvP. It's purely single player experience. But yeah, I'm probably gonna message today after stream. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna message THQ Nordic manager and just ask them if they would be willing to give me early access. And I could, in exchange, just... First of all, I could prepare a review. And I could also give them feedback and prepare guides for the Gothic remake. Because, yeah, like... dude... Gothic is generally like my favorite game of all time, unironically. The series that is, yeah. Like Gothic 1 and Gothic 2, this is it. Clubbing like a not Zelda? No, not Zelda. I really hope that the remake is going to deliver. My PlayStation is very loud. For whatever reason. What the fuck? That's weird. I'm like loud. It's louder than usually. Oh. What do you mean Dark Souls is not your all-time favorite game? Fuck no. Gothic is a game that I am playing every single year for nearly 25 years now. I have at least one playthrough per year. Literally bought the game on Switch recently. I bought 25 years old game on Switch 2 recently. And I was actually very disappointed in the port. But I still had a blast though, because it's Gothic. Oh, it's a party goat again. What's up? Do you think we're gonna get parried? Let's see. Ah. Party goat is getting ready. Whoa. Ah, the parry attempt, but you cannot parry the freaking feint, dude. It's impossible. So here it is. Oh my god, look at that. It's Kevin number 2. Oh, and he has a freaking torch. The goat. He's fat rolling. Oh my god. Beautiful creature. Oh. Aha, okay. Crazy. Hey. Oh, oh, another puri attempt. Another puri attempt. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't know I am dealing here with the goat. Oh. Pick. 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 You think we're supposed to attempt to parry the guy? What the fuck? Okay, GG. Anyway. Okay, the parry goat. The parry goat is a stone's fun. Oh, and he summoned another individual. That's crazy. Hi. Oh, my bad. Oh. Pick. Pick. Uh-huh. That was so weird. Have you seen it? Like, he actually rolled up here. Oh my god, that's crazy. You can actually do it. So. Come on, fight. Fight, 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 my dude. Too strong. Too strong of the goat. Oh. Another one? Hey! Oh. Okay. Oh. Broski strengthened his defenses. Let's do the same. Like, the funniest thing is that, unironically, he is so scary. I free aim to the side just so he wouldn't so he wouldn't just kill me, dude, with the parry, dude. I am terrified of this absolute goat. Okay. Alright. Somehow I managed to not be parried by the absolute goat gamer. Take duels if the rune popped. You know, some people are that special. Oh, I had greases. Interesting, so they just didn't fill up in the inventory automatically. I just came to the conclusion when I was editing today's video, by the way, why the fuck I do not use backhand blades? I totally should be using backhand blades, dude. Why the fuck am I not doing it? With the blind spot, in case if there are people that run shields, I could just use it, dude. Literally. Me not using backhand blades as the swap in order to break the shields. Self-respect. Well, I think I really should start using it. In invasions, opening a team that is built of shields is actually very hard. I usually do it with the kick Starfist, but now when I think about it, freaking blind spot is literally right there. And there is barely any damage difference between strength build and dexterity build. Dexterity builds have sort of night tune. Although in invasions it's not exactly that good of the shield opener because it leaves you vulnerable for quite some time. Not really the case with the blind spot, yeah? Yeah, Dredax. Okay. We have example here of someone that I could probably use backhand blades against. Okay, here we go. Okay, got it. Probably only one player supposed to keep me, and then they, like, you know, the other is supposed to attack the boss. But oh my god, he actually managed! Okay, that's crazy. Alright, never mind. Invasion technically lost, actually, yeah? Since my goal is to stop host from progressing according to quite meta gameplay, yeah? So it seems like Phantoms did their job right. Still does pay me to get to farm golem arrows for him. I signed an NDA about it, but I'm spilling the tea. Well, unfortunately, Chilling, just because you did what you did, and you, in fact, leaked out confidential information behind Steelovsky LC. No, wait, not LCD. How the fuck you have company limited? What are the abbreviations for companies? LLC. Oh, here you go. Since you leaked the confidential information that belongs to Steelovsky LLC, I am forced to cut your revenue by actually half. Which results in no loss in revenue whatsoever. But hey, please feel punished. Do you have the prio after blind spot? I need to see. Aha, this is a crouch attack and it doesn't seem like you would gain any prio out of it too. Unfortunate. Look at that. Gamer with a shield. Okay. Actual roll catch from hell. You know what? Backhand blades might be not exactly it for opening the shield. Now when I think about it, it might be a little bit too aggressive in invasions. Crazy player. Making a good use of that shield, right? I am not sure. It might be too aggressive, yeah, of a tool. What else can open shield? Yeah, I mean, on the strength build, probably only blind spot, isn't it? Like, of course, you can open shield by just dealing a lot of the stamina damage or just using a kick. But something that completely ignores shield, that would be only blind spot, I think, yeah, on the strength build. People are still sleeping all Lucerne. And what's up with Lucerne? It has penetrating abilities or what? Scythe, it's penetration. Plus the Cypher Pata, but it's not really good. And plus strength build. Doesn't piercing fang goes through shield? It goes through shield, but piercing fang is too slow. It would make sense if Piercing Fang could be used on a fast weapon. Like, let's say, Starfist. But, yeah, you cannot really use it, yeah? Anchor with Resolve, very situational and very dependent on your opponent to be complete moron. Have you blind spot on unoptimal? Weren't you the one that informed me actually that there's a very minimal difference in AR between these? There is actually quite a lot. What you mean quite a lot? How much? How much is quite a bit, because when we were actually looking the AR difference was like 20. Whereas full optimization focus, like it you know, in duel it could make a difference. In invasion I don't think. Why did you play seamless? Why would I play seamless? Was there a new update? I'm usually playing seamless when there is new update. And the newest update of Seamless, which the last one I played was 1.9.6, kind of broke Seamless in some ways. There is gonna be a proximity chat update that I am definitely gonna start making content on Seamless. Although I'm not sure if on live streams. What would you change about Seamless? Implementation of blues. And upon invasion arriving, if players are in different regions, everyone getting teleported to host. Like, one of the biggest issue with Seamless is that once invader arrives into the world of the host, then participants of the co-op cannot group up. They are literally stuck in the respectable places that they are in. Actually, difference isn't that great. 511 heavy, 534 keen for the same stats. Here you go, yeah. I'm interested in your opinion about Seamless skill level. Do you mean organic invasions, like scrubs, or you mean overall player base? Because Seamless is full of competent players. Level 150, if you invade, you're gonna very often invade people that are competent. And it's much higher skill level than organic invasions in... on PlayStation. Just change the challenges range pin or whatever the hell it's called so it's usable by phantoms and it ports them next to the host. Masso, that's it has to be automated. In vast majority of cases, organic players are not acknowledged enough about the mechanics of the mod. So, upon invasion, people just need to be teleported to the host, yeah? What's your opinion about Reforged PvP? Very fun, but needs a lot of work, basically, from the competitive standpoint. Which, it seems like developers of Reforged are not exactly interested in putting that work, not because they are lazy or whatever, fucking quite oppose. Developers of Reforged are amazing. They are a hard-working group and very respectable, but that's their willing choice. They want to keep mod kinda in the state like it is. They are not convinced about opinions of competitive players. Hi. What's up? GG. Invasions and duels, in my experience, PvEers more weak and helpless, but duelists on 159 out of 10 are fucking tryhards without life outside the room. I love how, like, you make the connotation that someone is not a complete scrub equals they must be a fucking no-life. Wow. Seamless is basically full of good players. Practically vast majority of PC players, if they play, then play on Seamless. People that compete in the tournaments, actually winning them, are consistently very good at the game. Gonna be hosting on Seamless. I also think people don't think like me are loser nerds based. I have full respect for these tryhards, of course. By insulting them. I see how it is. The utmost respect was uttered right now. Hi. Hello. Let's start play up here. Hi. Are they like gonna be fighting together or what? This guy took like multiple buffs. Aha. Multiple buffs to die in 3 hits is crazy. What about you? Alright. That movement is truly impressive. Ah, we forgot about this. Went above him, unfortunately. What was that move that he just did? Oh. Oh. I am not a fan of backhand blades. Maybe just don't know how to play them, but they feel fucking dog shit. Very not grounded and just all over the place. Crazy. Ethical dual pikes when? Right. At some point in time. No life means someone is disciplined enough to improve and play consistently. Respect. Aha. So first we had insults towards tryhards for being tryhards. Now we have romanticization of tryhards. God fucking damn it. What specific opinions you have about Reforged PvP you would like to change? Well, first of all, it would be nice if they would actually just literally get rid of poise altogether in PvP and just go with Dark Souls 3 route of poise applying only during the hyper armor. Because a lot of setups is just simply not viable on Reforged, because you can just poise through things and deliver much more damage. That's like the main thing that I think is problematic. Another thing is The uptime of certain spells is just extremely fucking unhealthy. Is Reforged PvP even alive? Yeah. There is like 150 people playing all the time, and matchmaking is very good. There is a level cap too of 200, so people cannot go too high. And the race HTS is a mood. Honestly, it's really decent because you can just endure away, always try to do some jump attacks while escaping, and that neutral is insanely good, neutral jump that is. And then it also serves as a swap, just, you know, to try to chase down someone. I'm thinking if there would be potentially like better swap. Why endure on that weapon specifically? Because it's my endure swap, really. Okay. That was fucking tough. Lots of luck involved in this one. I thought I'm gonna outspace. Hey. Here we go. Jeez. Dogger needs to use more sleep pods. I don't have them on the hotbar anywhere. Maybe I should. At the same time, should I really? Sleep pods takes quite a bit of FP, and they can be hit or miss, yeah? If sleep pods would be on the roped pods, then absolutely yes. Yoshiroi, hi. Other tips for inventory sorting? Use a different one from the guide videos now, and I am quite unsure how to approach it. What do you mean I use different one? Dude. He almost fucking killed me. Thank you, Shiroi. Shiroi, I gotta have to message you because we gotta have to try something new with shorts. I want to cook one additional short. Chodźcie, kurwi jebany. Do you hear cat meowing? So, I think to do a narrated short, to see how it's gonna do. So we gotta have to cook something together. You have much more variety in weapons now. Has anything in your approach changed? The way how I'm sorting menus and so on is the same since basically this game released. So no. What changed is I am going with the approach of having two main weapons in the inventory, and then I'm having hard swaps surrounding it. One bottom, one top, on the cross, on the sides and so on, yeah? And then the inventory loops itself. So it's always consistent, yeah? Here I have two shamshirs, one of them has sword dance, other one has spinning slash. And then we are going 3 altus up, and then you're gonna have the combo of grave scythe and lance. And there is quite some logic behind it. So why for one on one line you have lance and grave scythe together? It's because both of these weapons are kind of called medium weapons, yeah, medium-sized weapons, and both these weapons serve pretty well in different situations. So lance is pretty good against other medium weapons and for the sole purpose of forcing trades and so on. And the other one is straight up counter to the smaller weapons and also keeps prio. So they are somewhat distinct from each other. This weapon is for trading, and I can quickly swap to this in order to change someone down. Two shamshirs next to each other because that's kinda how you have to play Shamshir, in the meaning that spinning slash and sword dance are very important ashes. You could argue that you don't have to use sword dance, you could use flaming strike instead, or you can use 3. Oh, fuck you, game. Unbelievable. They are on the top and I am at the bottom. What the fuck? Oh, fuck you, video game. This is Michael Zaki. It's so us. BHS Sham allows for safe R1s, R1s. KO. No. I mean, yes, you are right, but it is overkill. R1, R1 into dodge is safe already. I have here BHS Shamshir, but not in mirrors. Well, in mirrors, I would argue sword dance is even more important. Problem is usually not 1v1 in invasions. You kind of do though. Like, you know, in invasions... Invasions is general art of separating your opponent into quick successive 1v1s. So like... You try to turn and burn and outplay your opponent as fast as possible, yeah? When they are being separated. Kochanie? Wait, where the hell is... Wait, I lost my girlfriend, I think. Okay. Give me a second, gonna go AFK for a moment after this one. Ah, be right back. Yeah. Okay, back. Chloe went to bed. She's using Mimic Veil. What the fuck? God fucking damn it. It's very windy in Poland. Fuck. Okay. That's gonna be funny. Observe. Almost died. That wasn't funny at all. Oh my god. Well, I guess problem solved.
For the triple gravity kill. My goat.
Oh my god, Jake, thank you a lot. Big Dono, thank you for the super chat, gamer. Aha. Okay. Hey. Oh, that reached. Dude is spacing me out, actually. Well. Uh-oh. GG crazy. Freaking pots are truly one of our moments of all time. I was the ghost. I don't think Sword of Night enjoyers realize you don't have to charge the Ash. But where is my aura farming is gonna actually come from if I'm not going to be charging up the Ash of War, dude. Have a good one, Renjiran. Thank you a lot for stopping by. Next Pontiff tryhard session when? I don't have plans for any Dark Souls 3 session for now. I sometimes just play Dark Souls 3 on my own accord, learning the game, getting better and better with every session.
Hey.
Hi. What the fuck? Dude, this guy's damage is fucking unhingedly high. Ah, but he also dies in 3 hits. Well, that's something, I guess. I sometimes wish majority of players would go back to the older Souls games for PvP because the experience seems more fair and balanced. IMO when it comes to the two, from my experience at least. I disagree. I don't think I agree at all. I think older Souls games are pretty fucking broken, all things considered. I think Elden Ring is the most polished out of all of them. Especially other games are just, even on execution, are just fucking junky. Playing against high latency in Dark Souls 3 is just abysmal for one. There is literally no counterplay to the shit lot. At least in Elden Ring you actually have some, yeah? You have to give up the newer combat mechanics in favor of a balanced yet junky system in Dark Souls 3 if you go back. You know what, but fundamentals are fine in Dark Souls 3. What is not fine is quick step for one. It's unbelievably broken. Especially on the higher latency. Pivot cancels. That's so unlucky. Okay, go to the magic user. I think we're just gonna fuck him up with the running attack? No. Won't happen. Holy moly, dude. Oh, that's some range, dude. They are still able to lock on me. They might have decided to turn off that Hunter's Tongue this time. No, they didn't. Crazy. Invaded one of the players last night. He was clearly very excited to fight the pole. I think the round was 5-7 seconds long. Then I told him there was no point waiting for still at that level, and he quickly replied, "Just shut your fucking mouth." You see? You mean? The damage cannot be for Makshasana. This guy is probably using the magic tally, the one that decreases your physical defenses for boost the magical damage. Okay. Aim punch on the BS with. Lovely game. DLC Lightning Grease doesn't really have a great farm rotation, whereas Royal Magic Grease does. Oh, really? Time to get the staff so you can graft it for Unseen Form. How much intelligence do you need for Unseen Form? Okay, I forgot you cannot just run through it. Hi. Okay. Dude, I don't know. I really dislike this weapon. Not a fan of backhand blades even a little bit. Feels so fucking weird to use. GG. Hi. Fuck. That's a laggard. Yep. Terrible laggard, holy fuck. Okay. Nice. What's Eurojunk? Video games that are made with an idea of bringing a lot of content to them. as a compensation for the fact that the quality of production itself isn't too high. That's basically, you know, it's a term used for one. Dark Souls 2 can be example of the Eurojunk game, yeah? Dark Souls 2 has shitons of content, whereas animations-wise, quality-wise, and so on, it's kind of under-delivering, yeah? But its net positive is the overwhelming amount of content, because Dark Souls 2 has more bosses than Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 collectively, and more weapons, yeah? Hi. GG. Does Flaming Strike only combo the R2 follow-up if the L2 hits closer to the end of the animation? It's not about where it hits, it's about when it's going to hit. And the point is that you have to hit it late. With the late frame of animation, as if your opponent's standing next to you or far away from you, doesn't matter. Did you ever complete a Reforged mod? No. I was 3 bosses away from finishing it. I had Malikev. 4 actually. I had Malikev. No, I beat Malikev. So I had Yapper. After that Godfrey. And after that Rada Beast. But then the tournament happened, and instead of finishing the game, I just, you know, I gave myself shit and just prepared for the PvP tournament instead. So I got more familiar with other tools that otherwise I wouldn't be able to actually get familiar with. Because since I was playing on the master difficulty, then well, beating bosses was pretty tough. Since it's unfortunately on Reforged, it's just not a matter of I am going to beat that boss because I am very skilled, yada yada, I know the moveset well. Now it's in Reforged mode, your opponents are continuously aggressing. There is no fucking way to set up anything. Stamina is working a little bit differently, so yeah. This guy is sluggard. Oh, some dude died. Why did I hit him for 246 only? What the fuck? What was that? I personally thought Reforged was kinda ass, not gonna lie, but there are a lot of people running defense on it, like their life depends on it. Reforged has very dedicated fan base, and this is understandable because a lot of criticism towards Reforged is actually unfair. Because a lot of criticism towards Reforged is based in this mod that's supposed to be so different to vanilla game is actually different to vanilla game. You got the point. Like this criticism is retarded. You saying that Reforged is a bad mod because it's different to vanilla, or it's not my taste because it's too different to vanilla, is literally just a stupid criticism. And I guess people that are fans of Reforged mod are just fed up with it. Ja pierdolę. Okay, you asshole. Could have ended up badly. That's so us. Nice point and click abilities you got here. Oh? Oh, crazy. What does the crying lantern skull do in PvP? He became invisible. It makes you like basically very invisible. I'm not sure what are the exact differences there. For a very short time, yeah. Yes, TGA. Yeah, we're good. We are chilling so far, deathless, having somewhat fun. And in like 30 minutes I'm swapping to Zelda. Today I'm definitely doing it. Yesterday we supposed to swap to Zelda after 2 hours of stream and we didn't. Today we are swapping to Zelda. I'm gonna be playing Breath of the Wild. I have everything prepared. The console is literally next to me. Just plug the HDMI into the port and we good. Good. You wanna see the sickest hard swap you have ever seen? Like ever? Check this out. Console hard swap. Just observe this majestic move. Truly something, isn't it? Okay, hard swapping console again. I think I'm gonna actually end up buying Elden Ring on Switch too, honestly. I think it might be fun to have another platform. Maybe we're gonna enter like Switch to tournaments or some shit. Just wonder how different the pro play is going to be. All that is unfortunate. Still warming up to Nintendo in this day and age. I mean, it's, you know, frankly, Dusk Bloods might be the pivoting point when it comes to content creation for me altogether. When it comes to popularity of the channel. If there is a moment where I could promote my channel outside of rather tryhard niche, it's with Dusk Bloods, I think, yeah. Unless it would turn out that they are first of all going to completely flop the game. Very unlikely, it's still from software, yeah. Or the game's popularity gonna flop out altogether and completely. Also very unlikely. That's from software, yeah? Like... Or differently, that's a From Software and a Souls game, yeah? Or at least we think so that it's gonna be a Souls game, because there is a chance it won't be a Souls game, but... So far it seems like it's going to be a Souls game. Oh, Daisy. I really wish that I could open this guy's shield. Maybe like this. Oh. Well, that's not good, frankly. I kinda don't have possibility to do much here. Okay. Opening shields in invasions is so tough, especially with the hyper armor player just around the corner. Even two. Okay, that's a kill. I could have killed the other guy, but kind of wanted... I kind of... You know what? Yeah, I'm kind of upset at, like, at the fact this guy just... not dying. So I want to kill him. That could be a kill on the host, but... Okay, yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted. So what about you? You are going to surrender now? That's the plan? That's what you're gonna do? Yeah? Crazy. I'm really interested in seeing how unique the character classes are in Dusk Bloods. The different classes are probably one of my favorite things about Night Rain. You know what? That's funny you say that, because I have... In my case, I just play... I play Wilder, which is... Well, Wilder, which is like the most basic character. And the most regular... Elden Ring alike. I hope they add buff Peter Griffin in Dusk Bloods. Fortnite moment. But yeah. I just hope the mage characters of Dusk Bloods don't have 30 vigor or something. Have we seen any actual mage in the footage? I don't remember already. The most memorable characters to me are the guy with the with the machine gun or pistol, whatever was that was jumping in the air, like the poster boy. And then also the guy that farts to travel through the map. I think that little killed character was a mage, the one that stares at the moon. She did a move that looked like a gravity sorcery, where she levitated up, and I don't even remember, honestly. Didn't think the aspect of the Crucible T-Rex man was interesting, or Discord mod, Leather Daddy, Weibo. Right, you had this. You have the guy that turns into the freaking T-Rex. You know, I have this saying when I miss an attack while I'm using Starfists. I say that I have T-Rex hands, especially when I'm running Starfist, yeah? So now, the meaning of it is gonna be even more apparent. Kurwa. Okay. Here we go. Perfect block scam? It would appear so, yeah. On the turn. Is everyone this sweaty on the consoles? Huh? Aren't we invading mostly? I mean, like, even casuals are sweaty, of course they want to win. Czy twoja siostra wie, że lubisz mężczyzn? Tak. If you want sauna sweat, you go to Seamless. Yeah, Seamless is more sweaty than this. It's pretty fun. PlayStation is sweaty in its own regard and has a lot of tools that help hosts. But yeah, like, average skill level is simply worse. Co się dzieje, kochanie? A jesteś pewna, że chcesz zasnąć, kochanie? Bo wiesz, bo jest 22 dopiero. Dobra, po inwazji ci zamknę. Okay guys, gotta have after this invasion. Close doors to the bedroom. Aha, this guy is a laggard. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Seems only sweaty when certain people are playing the game, and then it's dead if they are offline. I wouldn't say it's dead, but you're probably supposed to have more than just like one level bracket prepared. It's fun until you get codes that won't help you and you get 3v1 for 10 minutes. Okay, Vale, same story for everything though. Yeah, of course, but teammates. Like, it's hard to be a teammate when you're invader, yeah? Like, the fact you deal damage to each other with cows is a huge issue. It isn't that on other brackets, yeah. Although I would make argument though that playing outside of 150 bracket on Seamless, it's not that fun. Because, well, organic invasions in my opinion are not fun on Seamless. I think having friendly fire when your opponent does not means by design they are not on your team. I mean, this is what it is, yeah? Reds are not on your team. That's actually true. Like, for one, in Dark Souls 3, yeah, you have Aldrich Covenant, and Aldriches cannot attack each other. They are basically equivalent of invaders after all, yeah? And yet they actually kind of they cannot damage each other, yeah? Same guy again. Oh. Poor guy. Most of the time teammates are on the other side of the map, so you're just 1v1ing and teleporting around, bit boring. Yeah, that's my main issue with seamless invasions. Ah, here we are. Interesting. Gotta handicap yourself to hell and back to make organic invasions fun and seamless. How do you handicapping yourself in order to make invasions fun and seamless? I don't see how the fuck you could potentially handicap yourself. Stat padding, not using Runark, and how is that going to fix an issue related to one player being on one side of the map, another being on the other side of the map, and they cannot help each other, and there is no blues. So you're very often just 1v1ing people, and then when you're going to invade 1v4, then yeah, that's another story. I think that's the main story. I don't think that issues related to seamless organic invasions are related in any way, shape or form to incompetence of the PvEers regarding the builds. Invade max level as 150. I cannot do it, I think. If you could do that, if you could enable such option, I probably would. Would be funny. I used to actually do that, but Seamless was changed to take stats into consideration and not so level. Yeah, that's what they did. I was so confused when they did so, because I once invaded someone that had like max level on level 150, but then turned out to be, of course, just a cheater. Then you do this. Hey, right! I actually did it in the past. You're right. Yeah, I have a video like this, you see? Like, you're more aware of this shit than me. It's... Let me actually see on the phones. Steelovsky... Seamless... Invasions... Max level on meta. Let's see if we're gonna find something. I tried max level PvP seamless, so you don't have to. Invasions are literally on easy mode. Max level invasions are literally insane. New seamless capability was tailored made for invaders. Killed max level players 6 times in one invasion. Ah, dude. Well, if I had video like this, then it's nearly impossible to find it. A while ago, they completely fucked up YouTube searches, and YouTube search, when you want to look for certain phrases, then it's looking around these phrases for the first few results, and the rest is algorithmic slop. got a teammate. I got not a teammate. Asshole. Interesting. Seems people have higher chance to give up compared to PSN. I see. Might be the case. It's because they know they will reconnect instant seamless, but on PSN would take long to reconnect, so they wanna try. You kept invading me last time I played. GG Gamer? They can always disable invasions. Ah, dude. That would require them to open an ini file that they have to open anyway to type in password. But yeah, every seamless streamer I have watched fairly often run into people who jump off a cliff and have same experience and same in my experience. Really see that on your stream. You know what? There is also an element of being a content creator. And since people that do co-op, they are probably at least somewhat aware of the PvP scene, since they have to deal with disgusting invaders. Like, you have situations very often, you witness situations where people just chase me down because Steelovsky invaded, yeah? Otherwise they wouldn't, yeah? They just want to kill the streamer. You know, kind of same story, like some people just duel in the open world, but only in case when either G or me or someone else is streaming, because they are not open world duelists normally, but they will do that because streamer is live and they want to duel on stream. And my point being is that even when I'm playing seamless, it's very often people just try to fight me anyway. I imagine invasions outside of 125 and 150 are very rare. 125 and 150 do not connect to each other on seamless. Different brackets. But probably no, probably the other way around. Oh shit. Okay, that's... Fuck! Stupid ass backstab animation, dude. Oh, this is so annoying. That should never fucking happened. Okay. GG. How many gifted you want to get a kill with the lightning ram? Jace, drop as much as you want. I can do it, why not? Okay. Greg's crouch poke comes out of RAM really fast. That's right, there is a blending between these tools, that's funny. Is it combo? Nah, there is no shot at this. Lightning Ram has tier 1 hitstone. What the fuck? This guy is solo. Hey. This guy might be competent, actually. Yeah, he's competent. Okay. GG. Actually, I was mistaken. That first hit of the lightning ram was higher hitstun actually. And yeah, Jace, drop as many subs, gifted subs as you want. But here is your lightning ram kill. Try ram into crouch is fun if you never tried. I think I tried, but that was with the old gags, the one that had 14 frame startup. Technically it has the same, I think, after lightning ram. So in that regard it probably didn't change at all. PC players just have to fumble around with our mouse until figure out where we are, and then the swapping goes quick. I mean, at some point it's just a matter of muscle memory, because people center their mouse, yeah? Isn't it like also like the mouse is always on the center though? After the swap? How many gifted you get kill with unsheath gags? Drop me unsheath gags firstly. Interesting. Wait. They are all the way at the beginning of the level, lol. Oops. Whatever. I recently figured out that you can just do this. No shot, they just told me to touch grass in an ad. You got an ad? Where someone tells you to touch grass, that's sick. Okay, gate is open. Oh, here is that. That's funny. Input drop, unfortunately. Input drop again. Is that Moonveil? Ah, it's Nagakiba. Oddly short looking Nagakiba. Yeah, but that was Nagakiba. It must have been Nagakiba. It was Nagakiba, no? Pretty sure it was. PSN duelist needs to free aim their halberds. It's actually true that PC duelists do that way more. Like overall, PC duelists are rather superior mechanically because, you know, like it's more common that they are knowledge-wise ahead. So fundamentally wise, they are about the same, but they actually do more quirky shit. Like people on PC do more quirky shit. They are framing the halberd attacks way more. They are crouch rolling more. In invasions, there is way more of a ledge playing, in the meaning that people use way more of the finger for one, yeah, the ringed finger to throw people off the ledges and so on, yeah. Speaking of the devil. Is that a squad? Yeah, apparently we got a funny squad. I'm gonna have to be careful. Freaking Kevin is a mage this time. Now, latencies. Hostlet is okay-ish. This guy I just missed. This broski was truly a masher. Kind of glad he died because that latency wasn't exactly the best. Ah. So how did I miss this guy? I'd have paid with my life for that mistake. I really feel like the duelists on PSN, mainly the TT snipers like Soul of Cinderella, just heard that some setups are good and started using them. You know what, Sylvie, that's not true, because the same goes for people that participate in the tournaments on PlayStation. It was always like this, that PlayStation was kind of behind knowledge-wise when to PC players when it comes to the quirks of the game. Like PC players in Elden Ring at least always had tendency to catch up on the new trends way faster. There is one outlier though, because one of people that actually genuinely was always ahead of everyone else on PlayStation when it comes to setups was probably Luber. But this is basically one and only, yeah? PSN has Luber. Well, thing is though, you see, PSN has Luber, but PC has at least 4 active equivalents of Luber. Because smart players that are actually insane at the game, there's like plenty of them on PC. Luber is very special on PlayStation. He's like the only player that managed to be this dominant on the tournaments. Who the fuck is Luber? It's a PSN competitive player that has insane win track record in tournaments. In that regard, dude is, well, very special. He is quite an outlier. You do not see anyone winning as many tournaments as that individual. Bye. Interesting, net. PSN is trash platform for comp PvP? I wouldn't say it's a trash platform. Why? There is respectable competitive scene on PlayStation. And you know the Orion team? I am in it. You mean Onion team? I think you are mistaken. They are called Onion team. I am in fact a creator of my own Onion team. Hi Nadia. Compared to then, the inputs are us. Well, that's... everyone is dealing with the same inputs, my dude. Like, when the entire scene is actually dealing with the same issues, then it is actually a decent competitive scene. Or decent competitive background. The semi-casual player base on PSN was cool, a lot of try-softs, and or good players that just didn't take it too seriously or compete. Interesting. So like you mean people that just chill in the arena and so on? Why is there are so many shitter crews that have one person who can be rehabilitated into society? Dude, I remember how Team Onion got gamer. One of these guys, like max level scrubs, literally sent me a picture like that he made, some sort of screenshot, but instead of sending it through instead of sending it through like PSN messages, like normal person would do, he uploaded it on some sort of the third-party hosting with his username being his first and last name. I was in disbelief. Like... And ironically, these people kinda fucking dumb. As simple as that. I mean, there is a lot of PlayStation players that are relatively stupid, yeah, on console. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess the barrier of entry to play video games on console is way lower than playing games on PC. So pretty stupid people gravitate a lot towards PlayStation and consoles in general. Crazy GG. Yeah, spades. The fuck is... Shouldn't that cat be running within that circle? Do you do seamless match these days? Not at all. I was doing seamless partially in the free time between uploads, when I have some downtime and I have nothing to do and yada yada yada, but nowadays instead of doing that I'm playing vanilla Dark Souls 3. Kind of learning the game because, you know, there is a chance that we are going to end up with Dark Souls 3 Remaster. And Dark Souls 3 is so incredibly gimmicky that you kind of want to understand these gimmicks ahead of potential remaster, if that remaster even going to happen. And even if not, then it's I always have fun like learning new games, yeah? I'm hoping it's gonna be Dark Souls 2 Remake. I don't think Dark Souls 2 Remake is something that actually would make sense. Dark Souls 3 Remake totally though. Like, not talking here if like the game's supposed to be remaked because it has janky mechanics or outdated graphics or whatever, just talking about purely based off the popularity of the game, yeah? Like, Dark Souls 3 popularity is really solid. It's the most popular Souls game. And it's actually very good. Like, the level design of Dark Souls 3 is fucking gorgeous. It's beautiful. Remaking it with like better lighting and so on definitely could be a good idea. I'm not paying 70 for a game that I can already get for a discount. Huh? Grey slope, roll slope, yeah, pretty much. Dark Souls 3 level design was us. Okay. Why was it us? It was extremely fucking detailed. I was going through Dark Souls 3 with my girlfriend and she was in absolute awe about like, well, she basically loved how it looks like, how detailed the dungeons were, much more detailed in fact than Elden Ring, according to her. It was too linear and everything looked washed out as fuck. It had gray, that's true, it had like a gray filter all over it, but it wasn't really washed out. There was pleasant look to that grayness. It was artistic choice that in fact was kind of like befitting. Now this guy is like, oh, I hate this fucking Steelovsky invader, he just fucking killed me. Now I'm gonna summon on him. That's funny. Okay, Dragon, I need your help. Bro, we got shot, like, as a camera holder. Literally, that shit just went directly on the player, not the character in game. Okay. Okay. The game was too linear for you? Okay. Listen, unfortunately we got trolled and Jace didn't send any gifts. Even though we did the request, we got scammed yet again. I cannot believe it. Unbelievable. But yeah. Let's do the swap. So, people on YouTube, well, people on Twitch, you don't have to do anything. Just wait a second. I'm gonna swap the consoles and we're gonna play some Breath of the Wild. And people from YouTube, I'm gonna redirect you to the new Zelda live stream if you want to continue watching. That's essentially the plan for now. We're gonna play a little bit of Zelda. I think that's gonna be pretty fun. Okay. Have you done any of Divine Beasts yet? No, I didn't. Later, Siri, thank you. I have to change name of the stream too. Okay. Turning off the live stream on YouTube and you guys gonna be redirected.